White eyes age the fastest, often developing crow's feet and deep bags decades before non-white people. White beauty standards have always been inconsistent and hypocritical.
Welcome to my YouTube space. The video I'm going to show to you today, the video I'm going to react is about, there is this white guy. He has exposed all the secrets of the white people. The hidden originality of the Caucasian or of the white people, the features and everything. This is one of the things that we never learn from the history. They never taught us from the school. Education system for black people or everywhere, we don't learn about this, but it's a secret and it's reality of the white people. Let's listen to this video and then we come back again and talk about it.
White people are extremely ugly. It's just a fact. White supremacists love to push beauty standards that favor white features. But let's be real. White people have historically been some of the ugliest people on earth. From pasty skin prone to wrinkles to historically inbred royal families to the sheer lack of symmetry in many white faces, there's a long, well-documented history of white people being objectively less attractive than other groups. White people wrinkle, sag, and develop skin damage faster than any other racial group. Studies show that white skin ages more rapidly due to lower levels of melanin, leading to sagging, sunspots, and earlier wrinkles. White women often get smoker's lines around their lips by their 30s, even if they don't smoke. Sun exposure damages collagen faster in white skin, which is why white people start to look like leather by middle age. Meanwhile, darker skinned people age like fine wine. Black, Latino, and Asian skin has natural UV protection, preventing rapid aging. This is why black celebrities like Pharrell and Angela Bassett look 30 years younger than their white counterparts. White people constantly mock others for their looks, but they're the only group that needs Botox by 35 to keep their face from falling apart. White European royalty married their cousins for centuries, leading to some of the most unattractive faces ever recorded. The Habsburg family of Spain and Austria became so inbred that they developed underbites, bulbous noses, and elongated skulls. King Charles II of Spain was so inbred that he couldn't even close his mouth properly. European monarchies kept marrying within their bloodline, leading to genetic disorders and deformed features. Even today, white rural populations have high rates of inbreeding. Studies show that rural white communities in Appalachia and Europe still have significant genetic overlap. The infamous blue Fugates of Kentucky were so inbred that their skin turned blue due to a genetic disorder. Meanwhile, most indigenous African and Asian societies practice genetic diversity through exogamy, marrying outside of close family ties. White people love to claim racial purity, but their obsession with keeping things pure has just led to them looking weird, lumpy, and asymmetrical. Across history, society has viewed white features as undesirable or plain. In ancient times, Africans, Arabs, and Asians were seen as the height of beauty, while Europeans were seen as dull and unattractive. The earliest depictions of white travelers in Asia and Africa mock their pale skin and odd features. Even the Greeks and Romans admired African and Middle Eastern beauty, with many of their paintings and sculptures reflecting non-European ideals. Modern beauty studies show that white features are ranked lower. A global study on facial symmetry found that features associated with non-white populations were considered more attractive. White noses are often too big or too thin, making them look unnatural compared to the balanced features of other groups. White men, in particular, are often ranked as the least attractive group in global dating surveys. White people try to push Eurocentric beauty standards, while history and science prove their features have been considered subpar for centuries. White hair is thin, weak, and ages horribly. White people are more likely to go bald early. White men often start balding in their 20s, while black and Asian men have full hairlines for decades. White hair is prone to split ends and damage, requiring tons of products to keep healthy. Meanwhile, black, indigenous, and Asian hair is naturally thicker, stronger, and healthier. White lips, noses, and eyes are either too extreme or too weak. Thin lips, weak chins, and large bulbous noses are common features among white Europeans. White people love to mock full lips, but white women spend billions on lip liners to look more ethnic. White eyes age the fastest, often developing crow's feet and deep bags decades before non-white people. White beauty standards have always been inconsistent and hypocritical. They mock black and Latino features and then get surgery to look less white. White skin was historically seen as weak and unhealthy. In many non-European cultures, darker skin was seen as a sign of strength and resilience, while pale skin was seen as a sign of weakness. European aristocrats hid from the sun to avoid getting darker, but by the 20th century, white people started tanning because they realized they looked better with some color. Now, white people damage their skin just to look more ethnic. White people spend billions on tanning beds and fake tan products because their natural skin tone is seen as bland. Meanwhile, people with naturally darker skin don't have to risk skin cancer just to have a warm complexion. White people like to mock darker skin tones, then turn around and do everything they can to look less pale. The most common plastic surgeries among white women are to fix white features. Nose jobs to reduce long or narrow European noses. Lip fillers to get fuller lips like black and Latina women. Butt and hip implants to mimic non-white body types. Meanwhile, non-white women are naturally celebrated for their features. White women have to buy curves, lips, and tans, while black, Latina, and Middle Eastern women naturally have features that white women pay for. Look at early Hollywood actors and you'll see some of the most awkward faces ever. Audrey Hepburn, Bette Davis, and Katharine Hepburn were considered beautiful, despite looking average by today's standards. White male stars like Steve Buscemi, Benedict Cumberbatch, and Adam Driver are proof that white beauty standards are weird. Meanwhile, non-white beauty icons have aged far better. Compare Angela Bassett to Madonna, or Denzel Washington to Brad Pitt. Black and brown stars look decades younger. White actors rely on surgery, tanning, and fillers just to keep up. White beauty standards were created out of insecurity because deep down, white people have always known that they are the least naturally attractive group.
Welcome back. Now, he is talking about the features of the white people, the melanin and everything. One of the people was saying that this guy hates his own race, but I'm saying that this guy loves his own race, and that's why he is pouring out the truth. This is the truth that they are hiding from a lot of people. We think that being white is cool. You think that being white is an advantage. But even the white people themselves, they are using a lot of oil to make sure their skin is a little bit like those for black people. So, you are being lied to as a black person that your skin color is not top-notch, that your skin color is not perfect. But as the black person, each and everyone out here, they want to look like black people, or Latinos black, or Asian color, because our skin tone as the black people is advantageous to human beings. Now, from a biological and genetic standpoint, there is a difference between black people and white people or white ancestry. And when you talk about this difference, we can talk about skin tone, we can talk about hair texture, we can talk about eye color, nose shape, lip shape, bone structure, body fat distribution, etc., etc. It's things that I didn't know when I was growing up, or even when I was school. I didn't know about this. For example, when you talk about skin tone, people of European descent or Caucasian generally have lighter skin due to lower melanin levels. Underlined, lower melanin levels, and adaptation to environment with less sunlight. People of African descent typically have higher melanin level, which provide protection against intense UV radiation. Caucasian, they adapt very well with the environment of less sunlight. But African people can adapt anywhere, because even when there is higher sunlight, they are being protected by the intense UV radiation. So, on that note, black people are advantageous on this. We have eye color. Lighter eyes color like blue, green, hazel are more common among European people, while darker brown eyes are predominant among African, and that's why they call them blue eyes. We have nose shape. Africans tend to have broader noses, which help humidify and cool air in hot climate, whereas Europeans often have narrower noses, which help warm and moisture air in the cooler climate. Okay, we have lip shape. Fuller lips are more common in African population, and the European have a tender or thinner lips, and you may get that a lot of white people, they are going to feed their lips because they want to be like these black people. They want to look like the black or the African people. You see some white people, they are going to we have not shaping and everything going on in white community. All in all, white people and black people, the difference is big between them. We have been learn about black people, black history, but we have never been taught about white history. We have never been taught about the body structure of white history and if it's advantageous or not. But deep down, they have hidden this from us, and that's why I was saying this white guy has come out and exposed things that I was not aware of it. He has exposed things of the white people that they don't want us to know about it. Of course, they don't want us to know that they are envious of the black people. They don't want us to know that they want to be like black people, that they love how black people are, the lips of black people. They don't want to know that, because once we know that, that means that their gangster point will go down. Their supremacy will go down. And at the end of the day, black people remains or will remain victorious. So they put it in hid, they hide it, okay? But those white people who have learned and they love their people, they will tell them the truth about everything. And that's why you see this guy here stating all the truth. Tell me what you think on the comment section about this video. We have a lot of videos that are out there talking about the blue eyes, talking about the structures of the white people versus the black people, you know, how advantageous it is to the races. And it's high point that black people don't hate yourself. I see black people hating their color. They hate who they are. But even if you are a black person, you go somewhere like in Korea or in white countries, they will stare at your hair. They want to touch your hair because your hair as a black person is very beautiful and everyone wants to have a hair like that. So a message to black people: do not undermine yourself. You are looking way better. Don't bleach yourself. You are looking way better. Don't do bad things to yourself, because there's someone outside here wants to be like you. But the system and the narrative we have been put in our mind that black people or the black skin or the black race are filthy, they are not beautiful. You need to be white or you need to be brown for you to get advantages, or for you to be, It's so sad to see how black people are hating themselves out here. It's so sad how to see black people hating their beauty and admiring beauty from white people. But deep down, black people are the most beautiful and their features are the most advantageous. Tell me what you think on the comment section about this video, okay? Until next episode, peace out.